Hi Aries, welcome to your love reading for February 2020. We are looking at how you feel, how your partner feels, what the crux of the matter is, outcomes, spiritual advice, and further spiritual advice and general themes. I'll also be pulling some cards from the oracle decks that I have here with me as well to give us further confirmation as to the message that's being relayed through this reading. Thank you to everyone who's coming back and for all of your continued support. I really do appreciate it. I send my love to you. Thank you so much. And I'm glad that you are enjoying the readings. Any suggestions that you have are great. I think someone suggested that I do a husband pick me a card or something like that. So yeah, any suggestions are great. I want to be able to serve you. I believe that's the correct way to approach your dharma in life is to serve people. So let me know what it is that you're looking for and let me see if I can provide that. To everyone who's new that's joining us today or in this reading, again, thank you for being here. Welcome. And please do not forget to like, share and subscribe, but especially like and subscribe if you enjoy and resonate with the reading. If you want your own reading, email me at persephonesjourneytarot@gmail.com or symbolsforliving@gmail.com. However, all the details will be in the description below. And I would also invite you to check out my website, symbolsforliving.com, where you can buy some really cool mugs just like this. Sorry, I've got my coffee on the rim of that. But yeah, lots of really fun and cool items there, candles and cards, and you could book readings and 6-month readings ahead and things like that for the new upcoming year, or for this year, I should say. So yes, please do check it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I can see here that we've got the Queen of Wands centrally placed in the reading. This is the crux of the matter. So this is about transformation for me. I always see the Queen of Wands as someone who's transformed, someone who's overcome difficulties with regards to confidence, knockbacks in confidence. Also someone that is quite a pioneer in her own right, is her own leader. Again, confidence is key here with the Queen of Wands. She's also very seductive, very sexy, maybe also a bit in your face, definitely a leader, maybe even outspoken, or just beats to the beat of her own drum, really doesn't really follow anyone, so it can be quite hard to tame. But this again is also the energy of Aries, so this could just be your energy here. And I do also see the King of Wands as well, so it looks like you're with someone that's of a like mind, that really appreciates your fiery energy. So it could be that this person's got placements in, maybe they've got their Venus in Aries, or maybe you're the one with the Venus in Aries and they've got their Sun in Aries. But definitely I feel that there's definitely fire sign compatibility. So you're probably dating another Aries or a Sagittarius or a Leo. So yeah, I think there is compatibility here. But yeah, again, you're here beating to the sound of your own drum. Sorry, moving to the beat of your own drum. And doing your own thing here. I feel like you're very, very empowered. I feel like money could be good as well for you. You've got good manifestation energy around you as well with the Queen of Wands. She's very good at manifesting her reality. She's good at being optimistic and acting on inspiration, acting on the nudges of the universe to move her forward. So the Queen of Wands can often be someone who's quite in touch with her inner voice, with her calling, and her direction, her path. So you may just be feeling very centered this month. Okay. A lot of self-love is here as well. You may be feeling quite warm, quite gregarious, maybe even outgoing as well this month. However, confidence is key here. Building confidence, transformation is what is at the crux of the matter in this relationship. So this could be happening with you individually, or maybe as a couple, you're dealing with issues of confidence and transformation and empowerment. So we've got here for you the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So this could be you deciding to move forward, maybe move on from a relationship, move forward, leaving the past behind. Again, I think we got this quite a lot at the end of 2019, or you know, in the last few months or even just in 2019. Definitely this kind of ending cycles, beginning new ones, moving forward in some way. We've got the wild card here as well. So yeah, I do kind of feel like the last 6 months have been a time for you to wrap things up, to really make peace with your past. This could also be a past love that you're moving away from. Maybe there's someone that you were in love with in the past that you held maybe very dearly, but you're deciding to move forward as maybe there's no other choice. You know, especially with the Queen of Swords, you may not see any other way. You may feel like it's the most logical step, that you have to stop being in your feelings, as they say. You have to kind of drop that Six of Cups energy. You may have been kind of carrying that Six of Cups energy with you around a little bit, kind of holding on to the past, or thinking that things could never really be better than they were. Yeah, I see you here moving forward and cutting things off. Again, 2 queens here. So I feel this is definitely, if you're a woman watching, most definitely this is your energy. You're forward thinking, forward focused, and maybe being quite blunt with your decision making. But also being fair to yourself as well. Again, I get this energy of you realizing that, you know, what you think about, you bring about, this manifestation energy, getting your thoughts and heart, you know, on the same page in order to manifest this new beginning, or kind of strike out on this new path, this redirection to, you know, your personal goals. You could be seeking justice as well, but I feel that you're cutting things out. You could also be communicating this to somebody with the Queen of Swords. You could be having a conversation with somebody, maybe a Pisces person as well, having a conversation with them about your dissatisfaction with the progression of a relationship, and be, you know, really have kind of had it up to here, that kind of energy where it's like, okay, look, this is where it stops. I'm no longer gonna ignore my feelings or push them down. I'm gonna be fair to myself and almost protect my own heart, protect my own path, protect myself, protect my happiness. You know, that kind of feeling here, kind of putting yourself first, basically. Again, this is the crux of the matter. The Queen of Wands puts herself first, and I see you doing that here, regardless of who it may hurt, not because you're not caring, but because you're having to care about yourself, and you see a brighter future ahead of you. So I feel that you're kind of optimistic about the future, even though having to kind of make tough choices might not leave the best taste in other people's mouths, or even your own. I don't think it's an easy thing that you're doing. You may be kind of upsetting a few people, or you know, they say the truth always hurts, right? So it's that kind of thing where it's like you're having to kind of speak a truth, speak your truth, and be honest with yourself and speak that truth, in order to find out what it is, in order to get to your Nine of Cups here. We have got the Nine of Cups at the base of the deck, and the Three of Swords. So again, having to disappoint someone, having to give someone a harsh truth here, or maybe you've received a harsh truth. But this month there's definitely going to be an energy of harsh truths. Again, here with the Five of Swords, we do see you giving someone maybe a reality check, a harsh truth, or maybe you receiving that. And again, this is selfishness, putting yourself first, really, above all else. No longer considering people's feelings in a situation, but more making the right choice maybe for you, even though it may mean letting other people down. Or not really letting them down, but not putting yourself second. This person puts themselves first. Yes, sometimes it is an energy of being spiteful as well. So maybe you are. Maybe it is a warning there to not indulge in spitefulness, or not to not be spiteful in your decision making, but to be fair with the Queen of Swords, and to be just and to do the right thing. Okay, and maybe the way that you communicate as well would greatly help soften the blow as well. So yeah, there was some sort of victory in the past here with the Six of Wands, maybe for yourself. Again, a gaining of confidence here, where maybe you feel that your partner appreciates you or is seeing, you know, your power, your influence, your the part that you play in this person's life is recognized. This could also be a success at work, or in your career in some way. Maybe you've had some sort of achievement as well that's been recognized by a lot of people. But either way, you just feel appreciated, or you're very motivated by being appreciated. This is, you know, your self-esteem may have improved so much, and then to maybe come home to somebody who doesn't maybe give you a lot of attention or make you feel emotionally fulfilled may have just, you know, made you feel out of sorts. And again, bringing that inner balance here, this equilibrium within inside yourself, putting yourself first, loving yourself. These are major themes and could be what's prompting a lot of your behavior. And then we've got the Moon card here for the near future. This does talk about fears, and this can talk about a shaky confidence, but it is a major arcana. So in the near future, you may be going through a process, but then it could just be focused on this Pisces person. We've got Pisces here, we've got Pisces there, Pisces there. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, we've got no more Pisces. But yeah, we've got Pisces quite strongly. For some of you, this is just the Pisces you're moving towards. But this could also be you dealing with issues around confidence. It could be that some emotional issues come to the surface this month that might make you either need to connect to your intuition in some way to gain clarity. I feel there's still this connection to the past as well with this card. You're still maybe working through some connection to your past, whether that be experiences that you've had at a very early age, maybe from your mother. That's all kind of coming to the surface now. And I think as well, you're seeing a lot of your own ways that you trip yourself up. You may be seeing some blind spots, triggers that maybe you never paid attention to before and didn't know how much they were influencing your decision making, and that's now coming to the surface. Now, the Moon card always gives a warning a little bit that there could be secrets, things that you're not aware of. However, I don't really see that here. What the warning maybe that could come out with this card is more about you having to pay attention to what comes up, okay? Not ignoring them, not pushing them further down for them to come up even in an even more confusing or maybe uglier way. The Moon card is not a card about logic or sense. It's about creativity, and it may be that through creativity you're able to express some of these more deeper underlying undercurrents within yourself that that seem to have an influence on you. So it's kind of quite a self-reflective time, I feel, for you. With regards to confidence, you may start to see your blind spots and see where your confidence is sometimes sabotaged because of some old ways of thinking that maybe you've inherited through family. I mean, sometimes if our parents aren't that confident, or we grow up in an environment where we don't get a lot of praise, or we just don't get recognized, or maybe there's been some, you know, neglect. Humans are not perfect. Whatever that is, I feel that you're recognizing, you're seeing these things, and you're kind of going through an emotional kind of growth here, going on a journey to kind of delve more into that and cut them out, start to actually see what fears are relevant and, have a place in your life now, and what fears really have no place and are not true. So being able to spot a lie as well within your own psyche, if you follow me. So yeah, I feel that that's kind of happening here with that. So again, this is a regaining of confidence and focus on the self. And then for your partner, we've got the Nine of Wands. So with the Nine of Wands, your partner is looking to, your partner may be feeling quite defensive at the moment. There could be some defensiveness. Maybe there has been some arguments between you two. Maybe your partner feels rejected in some way as well. Maybe your partner feels that they're not getting the attention that they want. And therefore feels that they've had to endure a kind of roller coaster ride with you. But this is definitely about endurance, strength, going through a process and just having to remain positive through a difficult process. But it can also be someone that's blocking someone out, someone that doesn't want anyone to come close to them. The Seven of Swords as well also talks about kind of avoiding an issue. So maybe you're dealing with someone that is avoiding an issue, is being defensive. This person, if that is happening, is probably focused on work. This person may hide themselves through work. This person could feel threatened by your confidence. Maybe because I see this King of Wands looking over, and I see also the Queen of Wands looking over at the King of Wands. You're both focused on each other. You're having a heavy influence on each other. I think you're definitely connecting on a very kind of deep emotional level. There could be some competition as well between you two, but not in any major way. It's like more in a way where you drive each other to do better. Anything you can do, I can do better. I'm getting that. Which isn't always bad, because that can be quite fun, I think, especially for a fire sign, to have that kind of healthy competition, fun competition. But at the same time, we do see here a feeling of maybe inferiority, paranoia, lack of confidence. So I feel like this person definitely is affected. They've got some sort of confidence issues where maybe they feel they can't speak up. They're not going to be heard. I feel they feel a bit threatened by you there as well. And this makes them work harder. This makes them kind of go back to their books, go back to relearning, rehashing. But again, with these two energies here, these two cards, we are looking at someone that is not letting go of a situation, that's quite resilient. And this situation is actually making them stronger. Okay, but they could be doing things behind the scenes. Again, we've got another card that talks about secrets. So this person could be holding something from you as well. Okay, not speaking their whole truth, and that could be again through lack of confidence. And I think you're here saying, look, we can't really continue this relationship like this. I need you to be open with me. I need you to give me the truth. I deserve the truth, whatever that might be. However you're feeling, whatever is going on, in order for us to grow as a couple, I need you to be honest with me about your concerns. It's like that's what I'm picking up here. You could also be quite demanding with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. And again, this could make this person feel quite threatened. And this person may hide behind their work as well. Could be a Virgo that you're dealing with as well. However, we've got 2 8s here and a 9. So I'm feeling like this relationship may be quite a long-term relationship, or be quite an established one. I don't feel like it's a new relationship really. Maybe for some of you this is a new situation, but I think definitely for a lot of you out there it's not new. It's actually, you know, you guys could have probably been together for some time and could possibly take the relationship to the next level in terms of marriage, buying a house together, and those kind of things. Could also be a Sagittarius that you're dealing with. This person could also kind of play mind games with the Seven of Swords. Just likes to play games and beat around the bush and throw you off the, you know, throw you off the scent and just confuse you because they don't want you to get close. And they maybe want to keep an advantage in the situation, so that's how they keep the upper hand. And maybe behind closed doors they're working very hard on like becoming as successful as you, or to kind of put them in a position where they can still have authority in the relationship. I think that's one of the main challenges with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands in relationships, is that often you're very because you're the masculine, the fire and air are the masculine energies of the zodiac. So when you're in a relationship maybe with another masculine man, it can be tricky because the masculine is always going to want to lead or have the last word, or feel that they're in, you know, have a bit more control and dominance in decision making. And I think with the Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands, often you're very talented, your leadership skills are honed. You know, no one, you know, you're very intelligent and inspired and don't need anyone to kind of, you know, you don't need any reassurance. You're very knowledgeable and, you know what you want and have a certain amount of confidence as well and faith in yourself. So that can be intimidating to some men who want to be the leader in your life. That could be a challenge there for you. So yeah, that could be what's happening here. Okay. And maybe you're just saying, do you know what, I really don't care about your feelings. Like you could be kind of saying, I just don't care about your feelings. Like, I know I'm the best, so yeah, that's it. Or I'm not gonna make myself small so you feel big. Could be challenges like that you're dealing with. You're like, I'm going to look big even if it offends you, like, you know. And again, that could be a challenge in the relationship. Is confidence, challenges with confidence this month. Spirit's advice is the King of Pentacles and the Magician and the Two of Wands. So the King of Pentacles is quite, again, another king. So we've got two kings and two queens here. Sorry, one moment, let me just see what's going on there, because hey, sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, same with the King of Pentacles here. Advice from Spirit is the King of Pentacles and the Magician card and the Two of Wands. So this is about remaining grounded, and also maybe it is a case as well of appreciating this man in your life. Maybe it could be appreciating the money that this person brings in, the stability that they bring to the home, the nurturing qualities that they have, their long-term vision. That this is, I think this is again about stroking someone's ego. This person is proud of their accomplishments, proud of their status, likes to show off their materialistic attributes and achievements. So it could be that you may need to kind of that's maybe some advice as to how to make this person feel better. Maybe it's a case of letting them pay for things. But I think Spirit is saying this is the sensitive spot. It's to do with money. They may feel like you're going to earn more money than them, or but either way, you have got a keeper here. You have got a hard worker. You have got someone here who is going to stick it out here, but they're just lacking in confidence. because they like to be the man of the home. They like to be the head of the household. They may be quite traditional as well, have traditional values around like, married life. The woman does X, the man does Y. But again, I'm seeing appreciation, adornment. You have the power in this situation. You are empowered, yes. But also this card talks about a certain amount of give and take in the relationship as well. Understanding, balancing the male and the feminine as well to make magic work. In order for creation to take place, both the masculine and the feminine need to work together in order to create, in order to manifest. So it could also be kind of creating balance there, seeing, appreciating the qualities that this person brings, and also finding how they complement your own abilities and skills as well. So it's kind of an appreciation for the resources that are brought in maybe from this person, and explaining maybe to this person how much that helps you become your best self and how much that supports you in what you do, and things like that. Yeah. But you are empowered and you are actually in the position of power. Even if you do, feel like the Five of Swords, where you're like, well, I'm not going to make myself small, so you look big. I'm going to just let you feel away if that's how you feel. It could be that Spirit is saying that no matter what label or title someone gives to you, or how much perceived power you have in a situation, you're always in power. You are valuable. Your confidence should come from the fact that you are a creation of the Creator, period. Like, you are divine. Your dreams are precious. You are a reflection of God or Goddess, themselves. So yeah, it's just to remember that. And I've just noticed this snake around this person's waist. So I don't know if that's talking about the more you wriggle, the more tighter this snake will become around you. Like, the more you test this person, or the more that you don't pay attention to the fact that this person may have a sensitive ego, may have a bruised ego, the more you do that, the tighter, the more difficult they may become, or the more secretive they may become. The more insecure they might become, which might lead to some really stupid actions. Insecurity often just doesn't bring the best out in most people. So yeah, I think that's advice for you there as well. And also that, you're to take your own wisdom with the snake here. It's like you need to, and as again, snake gives me two messages here, that you should be wise to your own wisdom. Be wise to your own wisdom. Whatever advice you would give someone else, maybe listen to their own advice. And also that you are feminine, and you have this power to create naturally, especially if you're a woman watching. And yeah, basically, as a woman, you naturally hold a lot of the power in the relationship. If this man loves you, they say when a man loves a woman, they'll follow them wherever they go, even though you kind of playing it as if this person makes all the last decisions. But really, it's a man's world, but without a woman, it's nothing. It's that kind of thing. So just know that you do have this power, this confidence. You don't have to necessarily rub it in their face, or just remember you're dealing with someone that's got a bruised ego or a sensitive ego. So if you want it to work, that's the advice from Spirit, basically. You don't have to do what you like. but that's what I think Spirit is saying here. But again, with the Nine of Cups, we are seeing, you know, wishes coming true, fulfillment, emotional fulfillment this month as well. So I think it will work out just fine. But again, this is self-appreciation. This is celebrating yourself. So I don't know if you've had some sort of achievement, maybe, like I said, some sort of career advancement. We do have the Two of Wands here, which can talk about career advancement. But again, talking about balancing the masculine and the feminine, again, with the twos here. And not just the masculine and feminine, but just duality in itself, knowing that it takes two. Knowing when to act, knowing when to pull back. Okay, with these cards here, knowing what to leave alone, knowing what to act on as well, with the Two of Wands here, making the right choices in order for expansion. Again, intelligent choices as well here. I mean, the Two of Wands also talks about expansion on its own, you know, so Spirit is saying that yes, you are expanding, you are growing, and yes, growth is needed. And that you are to grow and you are to expand, but there could be kind of still a balancing act a little bit to do in order to maybe have your cake and eat it, to be able to make this relationship still keep going whilst also kind of celebrating your own successes with this person with kind of a sensitive ego. I do see you moving forward though, and I do see you being quite matter of fact about things. I think because you want some sort of clarity. I think you can pick up with your intuition that something is off. You're picking up something, like something is off. And I think you're picking up this person is keeping secrets. This person probably is just at work, okay, just working hard, to be honest. They're just trying to gain leverage. Maybe they're just trying to make you chase them, you know, trying to get your attention by being elusive, you know, by being unattainable, and busy all the time, you know. But I don't see any third parties, which is good. Although, yeah, I mean, we have got the Three of Swords here, but so yeah, maybe for some of you, this could be some sort of secret about a third party. It could be, but I feel that you're just so confident that I don't think it's actually gonna. It doesn't look like it's gonna bother you that much. I think you're gonna just be disappointed in this person. Yeah, I think you're gonna be disappointed with the lack of confidence maybe in this person. Because it also talks about, oh, there could be arguments as well between you two this month. Okay. Okay, so the outcome is the Six of Swords, the Wild card, and the Seven of Cups. So we've got Scorpio energy coming through here now, and Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. So you could be dealing with one of these signs. But yeah, there are some completions, some maturing that happens, lessons learned, moving forward, and you kind of overcome this turbulent time. It could be quite emotionally turbulent for you in the month of February, but you do overcome it. You are able to, I think, hash this out and have an adult conversation about this. With the Seven of Cups, it looks as if there's still some fears or hopes that need to be brought into perspective. Maybe we're expecting too much of our partner, you know. But definitely I think there's clarity that's found here. Whatever was unknown, I think, will become known. For some of you, you may decide to leave this relationship with the Five of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and other things. You could decide to just say, do you know what, I'm going to explore my options. going to take that chance. And the Two of Wands could also be advised to do that. So if you are dealing with someone that is just not opening up, not telling you the truth, not having open communication with you, and being stubbornly, with this King of coins here, stubbornly vague. If there's a lot of vagueness and you're not able to kind of get this clarity, you're going to just be like, okay, do you know what, let's just wrap this up. I'm moving on to the next cycle of my life now. So you may very well just do that. Just move forward simply for peace of mind, because you're feeling so confident this month and so much self-love that you may not even think twice about it. And again, I'm seeing progressions, moving on, you know. And I feel that you're very close to some sort of victory as well, maybe with regards to this relationship. But I feel like you're on the verge of some sort of success in some area of your life. And yeah, the World card is definitely saying that, it's confirming that really, that there is success, there is completion. Yeah, and there's another phase of your life about to begin this month. So this month is really going to be about wrapping things up, tying up loose ends, gaining clarity as well, figuring out a way forward with the Six of Swords. Leaving an unhappy situation. Again, balancing expectations here. So maybe there's a rebalancing of expectations. Maybe you realize that this is not going to work in your favor, or, you know, and you just kind of put yourself first and just cut your losses in a situation, even if it means making this person feel bad. But you are empowered here. You are in an empowered position, and really the choice is yours. Yeah, the choice is yours. You're in a stable position, probably financially as well. And that could also maybe be a threat to this person. Yeah, so there's a fork in the road here for you. And I think as well for your partner, I think this could be a bit of a decision month. And then we've got truth be told. Yeah, so there is some truth that does need to come out. You've got a loyal heart here. So yeah, I think you're very loyal to this person. I think this person may be also very loyal to you. Again, it could be a Leo that you're dealing with. Leos usually are quite strong and big on loyalty. So it could be that you know, you're dealing with someone that is quite loyal. And maybe you are also quite loyal to this person, but where your heart might be loyal, I think the Queen of Swords is showing you that maybe you do need to move on in some way. Like, you can't stay in this energy of confusion, of not knowing something, of this person being vague or aloof or distant and defensive. You need this person to be clear with you as to what their insecurities are. And as much as you are loyal, I feel that it's saying that you have a loyal heart, but you'll be willing to kind of cut this off regardless. You won't be putting your feelings in the way, because your logic, you know, you can't argue against a logic or an understanding that you found to be true. So yeah, never-ending story. It could be that, again, this unknowing, constant limbo. That's what I get with this card. A constant limbo, a constant yes or then a no, and not knowing the answer to something, someone not being clear with you, and you kind of constantly being in this limbo stage. And you may be getting quite tired of something. Again, we had the energy of you kind of feeling like something was up to here with a situation. You've had enough of something. And I feel like, yeah, hands on your head, just feeling like, is this ever going to change? Is it ever going to improve? I want things to improve with the Eight of Cups. I want to move forward. I don't want to be here anymore. And again, we've got happy. I think you're making a decision about your happiness. This is also representative of the Death card, the fork in the road. So it's you're very focused on your own happiness, and I think you're having to make a tough choice here again. A tough choice between staying, I think, where you are and trying to make it work, or just following your happiness. The Queen of Wands always follows her happiness, and that's the challenge this month. That's what's kind of happening, is that you are kind of following the beat of your own drum, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you dance, whatever it is. I don't think you can stop dancing to it. I think that's the thing. You can't stop dancing to it, and it's dancing you kind of out of the equation. It's like dancing you away from the situation when your heart's actually very loyal to this person, which is quite sweet. Truth be told, this person has to come out and be truthful about what's going on the inside. They need to be able to articulate their feelings. They need to kind of get to that level of maturity to be able to articulate what they feel, what the deal is, what their concerns are. And that's what you're expecting. And I think this person probably, maybe the truth be told card here, there's a good chance that if you do ask the right questions and kind of demand information, that you may very well get some truth out of this person. And hopefully if that happens, the relationship can go from strength to strength, and you can actually figure this out, and the relationship will evolve into a whole new kind of energy, and you will start a whole new cycle that's more mature, and satisfying for the both of you. So let's go ahead and let's read. Let me see what I should read. Let me just look at these descriptions. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just going through the book to okay. I'm going to read number 14. I'm going to read Truth Be Told. So it says honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. It says here, people tell you who they are very quickly if you're willing to listen to what they say and pay attention to how they behave. The card calls you to engage in heartfelt, open conversation. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based in your personality and experience up to now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly. See how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back, speak your truth and listen. So yeah, this is more, I guess, a message for your partner in a sense. So maybe cross-watchers may find this helpful. But yeah, it's definitely about having that heartfelt, open communication, and also advice to you to pay attention to how someone behaves. Again, I see you watching each other. Again, this person could be watching you as well. I see this kind of, even with the 9 of Wands, very much a watching energy. So someone's watching how you behave, and I think you should also watch how they are behaving to get maybe answers that you are trying to find, with this person, if they're not kind of wearing their heart on their sleeve. Okay, so, but this is a fork in the road moment for you. There is a decision to be made here. And I think Spirit is saying whatever it is, just follow your happiness. And to be honest with you, you can't really go wrong there, to follow your happiness. And if this person truly makes you happy, then I guess the advice is to try and make it work. Try and get this person to open up and speak with them. But I think there is a loyal heart here. I think you are quite loyal to it. I think loyalty is quite important to both of you. And maybe, even the King of Pentacles is about loyalty, very much about loyalty. Long-term visions and loyalty, yeah. So I think maybe expressing to this person how much you do feel loyal to them could also help them open up. So, there we go. We've got mature woman. And we've got money. Love this card. So let's read mature woman. So obviously it looks like money is an issue in the relationship. Maybe you're earning more money than your partner. Or maybe this is also talking about loyalty. This talks to me of the 10 of coins. So again, loyalty, longevity, commitments, real commitments, you know. So it says for money, it says abundance, opulence, financial success, blessings, money concerns and worries, boost in finances, focusing on the material and the money. So that's again confirmation of that advice for you. It might be the appreciation of the financial, you know, inputs, even if you are whatever you are doing in your life, you know, however successful you are, that might be a threat to this very sensitive ego. So I'm just trying to find mature woman. I think I've gone past it. Sorry guys, maybe more than about 10 more seconds. Okay, that's weird. Can't seem to find it. Oh, it's right there. All right, so it says mature woman, older or mature woman, sensual, charismatic, strength, independence, knowledge, culture, and the arts. Yeah. So this is basically explaining you. I think you have a certain amount of maturity. You seem to be coming into your own this month in February. So yeah, your strength and your independence and your charisma and your sensuality could be, I think, a bit of a threat to this person. So they could feel a bit insecure. You might need to reassure them, okay? But take whatever messages apply, leave whatever doesn't. Thank you so much for sticking with me for 46 minutes. Thank you so much. I do love you. Have a fantastic February. Hope that you have a great Valentine's Day, regardless of the issues that you're facing. And I hope to see you in March. Okay, take good care. Love you. See you. Bye.